how's it going, Drip community? And to all of you out there that are not part of the Drip community as of yet, welcome back to my channel. This is Blue Chip Drip, and I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, just sharing my thoughts, opinions, and giving back to the king of DeFi, the Drip Network. As we approach the launch of DeFi's greatest innovation, drip, drop, draw, we're all waiting for the news of when it's going to launch. And I'm just excited to say we are in the final testing as latest updates by the owner, Dev Forex Shark. They are checking out a divergence that affects the modal factor that contributes to the 1% that's deposited into the reservoir. I mean, I can sit here and look up the word divergence and try to understand exactly what that mathematical equation means and all of that. But basically, for a guy like me, it's in the final testing stages. And that's all you know, I understand. I understand. And the reason it makes me feel um, good, ecstatic, excited, magnifico is because uh, I know the level of testing, or I'm by now being in this project year and a half, I'm accustomed to the level of testing that Forex uh, executes whenever or before launching a project. I would. Some of you may have caught the AMA. I believe it was with Stunner Breezy, and could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it was during the Stunner Breezy AMA, and I was driving while I was listening to it, and I was paying attention, not paying attention, and I caught the tail end of a situation where he was discussing. I guess he was talking with another protocol or dev about a possible partnership on a project, and he asked that dev, and maybe he mentioned the name. I didn't catch it. Some of you, if you want to go back and listen to the AMA with Stunner Breezy, I personally didn't have time today. I had other things going on, but I do remember in that AMA, Stunner was talking about a possible merger with another. Not Stunner. Forex was talking about a situation where he had a possible merger with another company, or I don't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was Bitfighter or whatever. But he had asked the dev. He said, "Hey, we need to audit the protocol as we do with everything else, just to make sure it's secure. We got to protect our ecosystem." And that dev stated that he wasn't comfortable doing that because his code was unique and he didn't want anybody to hijack his code or rob his code. And Forex told him, "Hey man, if I want your code, I could get it." The guy said it's impossible. He said, "Okay, I can have it in 2 weeks." He went back to his team, put a bounty on it. I think he said that was like on a Thursday, and by Sunday they had the code. Needless to say, hey man, I appreciate the level of security, the amount of testing, everything he does. This is a project where billions of dollars are going to roll through this thing, man, and needs to be safe and secure. So anybody that's in this protocol right now, you ought to be feeling just simply magnifico, demasiado. You ought to be feeling good. where we're headed. On the announcement I saw today on the whole 1% going to the reservoir is something that's really been eating at me. And because I feel like personally, I haven't done my part. I bought, I don't know if I can see it on, well, it won't show on this wallet. This is my wallet, Blue Balls here. I'll have to go to my first wallet. But a while back, yeah, this is Blue Balls. Let me go to Big Red. So we'll go over here to Big Red, and that damn van, boy. Can't tell you how much I appreciate him hooking me up. But anyway, I'm in Big Red. Damn, it just clicked right over, man. Let me tell you something. You guys out there, if you're serious about drip and doing good and being a positive force, you need to get up on the crypto collective. Man, that's a sound group, man. They'll get you right. But anyway, a while back on the reservoir, I got 0.002 BNB in there, and didn't really understand it. Then I saw a Telegram post the other day. I need to go back, make sure I read it right. It said that if we had about, I want to say it was 5,000 or 8,000 more BNB in the reservoir, that would almost secure us a floor of about $1 in the drip price. So, I need somebody to validate that for me, and I'll try to validate it. But, you know, with our community, that goal is doable. We've already proven what we could do. That's something we could take in our own hands and knock it out. I know there's community leaders have been preaching about this forever, and unfortunately, as knuckleheads like me didn't pay attention to it. But damn, if we could identify a reasonable number that could go in there to secure a $1 floor, shit, we do it. Our community is probably the most disciplined and cohesive community there is. Damn, I don't know what just happened there. Anyway, on that, hey, they're testing. I mean, what else can you ask for? We could be sitting here saying, well, hey, when's it supposed to launch, or when's it supposed to launch? Another month or two? They're in the final testing, and we can feel comfortable that that Forex security is his top priority. And given the fact that all the other projects out there are gone because security was not their top priority, it's kind of a no-brainer that, where else you going to put your money? Where else you going to go? This is DeFi right here in the Drip Network. Still sticking to my plan on starting a team. I wanted to go to the wallet I'm going to be using as my team wallet. Big Cinco here. And anyway, that's going to be my team wallet. Let me get him connected. There we go. He's got 844 drips sitting in there. I got 43 I could hydrate. Yeah, like I said, he's going to be my team wallet. And I still got to buy 2 Breep tokens. I meant to get around that today, but had to work a little bit. And my oldest daughter, Julieta, she is 8 months, 8 meses, embarazada with a baby, and be my 13th grandchild. And I went to her baby shower. And anyway, just had a little something crazy happen on the Drip website here, the dripnetwork.io. Okay, did a little refresh. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow I'll get to it. That's the next course of action. Buy 2 brief tokens and go over to the home page here and work on my presentation. Hey guys, you gotta cut me a break now. I know I sound rough around the edges, but you got to remember I've been in the insurance business for 20 years, and I believe once I get this done, I'll have an effective presentation. Most importantly, I feel I'll be a good team member. You know, I, I like listening to Drip Prodigy. I feel like he and I, man, we think a lot alike. We build our bags about the same, and you got a lot of YouTubers out there, man. They don't preach what they practice. They don't preach what they practice. I guarantee you one damn thing. Anything I try to recommend my team members do, I've already done. I've accumulated 3 max wallets, almost 4. My 4th wallet is a little shy of 15,000. Last video I said I was at 15. I was actually around 12, and I apologize. I'm bad about spouting off numbers without looking, but I'm a little under 15. After I hydrate tonight and do some airdropping, I'll be well over 15. Anyway, I feel I'll be a great team member simply because I've already set the example of what I'm going to be preaching, meaning I've accumulated, achieved a max wallet, built other max wallets, um, you know, all that good stuff. And, but I myself, for the first year, I didn't make my first video until I hit my first max wallet after I'd been in Drip a year, which was around February 17th or something like that of this year. And Drip was at its low around 27 cents. And actually, the reason I started doing videos is simply because while Drip was high and, $20, $30, $100, there were a lot of YouTubers I used to watch and try to learn from. And it seems like once Drip got down around $1 or less, they were all gone or either talking about other stuff. Talking about other stuff that's no longer here, meaning that the projects they jumped to is tanked already. That kind of falls into something. And I always talk about my team leader, uh, Big T Tom Reinberg. And I know he's going to be coming out here soon. I'm looking forward to it. But I've had the luxury of being able to talk to somebody that's been in crypto since 2008. And about 3 or 4 months ago, we were just shooting the shit, and we were just talking about projects tanking and this and that. And he made a statement. And look, this is coming from a guy who is he's hardcore hex and pulsex. He's in Drip. He's got a good bag, but he's a Hexican, and he doesn't have anything against Drip. He thinks Drip is great, but he'd rather talk about Hex. But so for not being a moon boy about Drip and just speaking his honest opinion, being a Hexican, he made a statement. He said, "Hey, you know, the only reason Drip is still around is because of 2 words: Forex, shark." And he said, most other devs have been in the same situation, bear market, the price is low, and they just couldn't they didn't have the experience or the vision, and they panicked and rugged their own project. Where Forex, he's been through this before, so he stays the course, keeps battling, innovating, and moving forward. And for somebody like him, who's been in crypto since 2008, and more of a Hexagon moon boy, thinks drip is great. He's the one that actually steered me towards drip. But to hear him say that, it's reassuring for me. And but anyway, you get a lot of YouTubers out there that claim to be drip maxis. Hey, some have actually done AMAs with Forex, and here they are today, bitching and pissing and moaning. Trying to shield their own projects or whatever. Uh, I don't like to call any names, but back before I maxed out my first wallet, I reached out to some YouTubers and I was just, you guys have heard my claim strategy, when I do start claiming, when and I have to identify at what point do I start, regardless of where the price is at. And however, when I do claim, I want to do it in a way that I'm putting as much back into the system as I'm taking. So I can document it and say, look, I'm claiming this much money. It's covering my expenses. It's, but at the same time, I'm putting this much back into the system, and that would be a combination of, whale tax that they're taking and what I'm airdropping to other wallets and what I'm throwing down in drip, drop, draw, baby. Bam, bam. Boy, if I actually hit a max wallet, that throw a monkey wrench into the whole equation. But anyway, before drip, drop, draw was even a thought, I was talking about this and I reached out to another so-called drip maxi YouTuber and all this stuff. And I said, hey, man, what do you think of my strategy? And, they came back with, well, you should take your profits and go into the animal farm and pair it with BUSD and live off the dividends. So I'm like, okay. And he finished with, that's better for the ecosystem. So I'm thinking this guy's a drip maxi, he knows what he's talking about. So I respond with, well, can you break down the mathematics on that for me? And no response. And then I see the same YouTuber bitching about the animal farm a month later, and then talking about how he's going to claim because he feels like he's entitled and wants to get his $3,500 investment back, which means if he achieved a max wallet, we're just putting in 3,500. That he's had a lot of team referrals that has helped him get there, and now he's just being, hey, at least he's being transparent, saying, hey, I'm gonna start taking, I'm gonna start claiming, but doesn't say anything about claiming responsibility, doesn't say anything about pairing BUSD with drip and living off the dividends. So you get a lot of people talk their shit, but they don't. They talk the talk, but they can't walk it. So my point is, probably I'll be showing my buddy address here by Monday or Tuesday, maybe towards the middle of next week when I get my presentation. And all I'll be able to say is, hey, number one, whatever team rewards I get, I'm going to be airdropping. And number two, I'll do my best to lead by example. And, because I know what it's like to, reach out to so-called drip maxis, YouTubers, and they give you advice, and the whole time they're doing something totally different. Anyway, just wanted to share my thoughts. I feel like the final testing that they're doing is necessary, and I think it's great, and don't have any negative things to say about it. And look forward to starting a team. However, you know, you don't have to join my team if you're not in drill. There's some good team leaders out there, and if I had to recommend a group of guys, ladies, it'd be the Crypto Collective. You got a full arsenal of folks in there that are great lead by example team leaders. They're they're as interested in helping you build your bag and achieve financial freedom as they are themselves. And Most of them very generous on the airdrops, probably a lot more generous than I would be. I think Crypto Tiger, man, he airdrops out his own damn pocket. But if you and not to mention the technical expertise, I lean on them heavy. I got to find a way to pay them back. That's why I'm shouting them out. There's been, man, buku situations where I've needed basic technical guidance, and I go in there and I ask for it, and within like 10 seconds, that somebody's popping in telling me what I need to do. And actually, my first task as a team leader, I have a friend of mine that I bought in the drip before I had any brief tokens, and he is from Mexico, but he's working in the United States on a work visa, and none of the major exchanges, crypto.com, Coinbase, Qcoin, will accept a visa nor a Mexican passport as form of identification. And the Crypto Collective recommended taking a look. Onboarding's no problem. We can get him onboarded. It's the, or on ramping. Off ramping, when he's ready to take his money, that's how's he going to get it? And so they recommended taking a look at Spritz Finance. So for me, for the purpose of documenting my journey, and you people hold me to my shit, is tomorrow get the brief for Big Cinco wallet. The number two, take a look at Spritz Finance for myself so I can see everything that it requires, ID wise, to see if I could possibly get Juan in there or Menu. We call him Menu, and then get it, then get his, his account. When I set him up because he couldn't do it, I just set up a wallet and a drip account, for him, and I manage it and all that stuff. And I'd like to set him up his own, so that would be huge. As a team leader, I would feel like I've actually taken care of my first, you know, person that I brought in. Of course, I brought my son and my dad in, but they're under my team leader, and that's okay. You know, but anyway, that's where I'm at on this thing. And as far as the testing, you know, guys, all this testing, it all it's all evolving around sustainability. That should be important. Those of you that are out there bitching and pissing and moaning, it's because you're used to jumping over to this project and taking a quick climb followed by a big dump, then moving to the next one. And if you're going to stay in drip, you got to shake that mentality. We want to eat for now in a year, 2 years, 3 years. Who knows? You know, with the proper behavior, this thing could go for a long time. And I'm really, you know, this whole claiming strategy that I'm talking about. It's not my idea. It's what I got. I got this from Stunner and Janie from Best Passive Income Online. That's what they do. They they build all these wallets, and then when they claim responsibly, so they're offsetting whatever sell pressure they put on the system, yet they're still making this fu money. That's the way I want to do it. I don't want to be a person that just builds my account, then just runs out there and claims everything I can, say, oh, I better get all I can before the project runs out. Well, we don't want the project to run out. So I think if people can come together in the community on this and share what they feel are good claim strategies when that's time, when it's time, you know, I don't know, say you're taking 50 or 70% airdropping the other, but then you're putting the X amount into DDD every day, every day, every day, you know, which drip, drop, draw, I think is just going to change the way a lot of people think. I have another friend that came into drip the same time I did, and his attitude's been different than mine. He put about 1,500 bucks. He's a little over, or either a little under, a little over baby whale status. And he's just been, I'm not dumping any more money into here. I'm a compound. When I hit my max wallet, I'm just going to claim and get all my money back and all this stuff. And now, all of a sudden, with drip, drop, draw and these changes that Forex has made, he's like, well, if I play drip, drop, draw $100 every day, eventually I'll just hit a max wallet. I'm like, all right, so maybe other people will change their attitude like he did. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I just wanted to do a video, you know, and put my thoughts out there, and hope somebody found this content valuable. Good things are coming, man. Uh, Forex and team are, they're making this thing as best as it could possibly be, and I think it's going to take us to a new level in DeFi. Anyway, if you like this content, like, subscribe, comment, please. No FUD. This is Blue Chip Drip out of here. Best of the quarter song.